If you ask about art and the art scene in Nigeria, even in West Africa, there is no way that Nike Art Gallery in Lagos, Nigeria will not come up. The renowned gallery holds over 8,000 Nigerian and African works of art. Stepping through the doors of the center transports you to a place where African art and artistry is showcased in all its glory. And all of this started because of one woman's vision. Chief Mrs. Nike Monica Okondayo, also popularly called Mama Nike, is the founder and curator of this center. I must first of all compliment your whole ensemble. Mommy, this, Adre, please let them see. As you all see, she is dressed the African way. Mama is showing you everything she does, from bead making to adire and batik. This is adire, right?
Yeah, adire alabella.
Adire
Alabella.
What does that mean?
Adire with wax,
Oh.
beeswax, our lost wax process. After the honey, the wax is what we use to do this. And it's called alaworan, the one with the figure.
The one with the figure,
Yes.
Alaworan.
Yes.
Mama, I
That
also
is why you
noticed-
see the
yeah.
village. This is a village scene. And here you see the trees and the mask on the...
Wow.
So it's wearable art. You can hang it. You can also wear it.
Ah. How long did it take to put this together? The designs
This
and
is taking like 2 months.
okay,
2
2
good
months.
Yes.
You can say it took about 2 months. Mama, how about the gele, the beading and the size alone? This is like your signature. You have a lot of gele that you wear that are very broad. How long does it take to make them?
To put this on is 2 minutes, but to make them, the one of 42 meter, that is the Meristem one. That one is 42 meter. That one is mighty. Then the other one is 32 meter. We first start from 32 meter to storm, big canopy peacock.
And then I can see the Benin bead.
Yeah, these
Is
are
this from
all.
Ogidi?
No, these are all recycled from pure water bottle.
Okay.
You know the bottled water and also pure water. All these are recycled from plastic, turning trash to treasure, turning waste to wealth. People who cannot afford to buy the real coral, so they can wear this, and it's called wearable art.
Okay, so you've heard another means of recycling of African art and products. So you recycle this and then you make beads out. I'm surprised.
Yes,
I
yeah.
never knew you can make
Yeah.
beads out of recycled
Yes.
plastic and waste. Okay, so Mama, we're in the gallery now, and this place is iconic for having various works from renowned African creators. Can you take us through some of your favorite pieces? That's what I want you to do. Just show me some that you like around here.
Okay. These are the Chibo mothers. During the time of when our girls are taken away. So the mothers went to the school and protest and said, we want our girls back. Nobody listened to them because everybody know how mothers feel when their daughters are taken away from them. So until the CNN pick up the girls, before everybody now was saying, oh, where are the girls?
When the news broke
That
up,
is when the news now broke up. But these women, they were suffering in pain. There is nobody to talk to. That is why they went under the tree to protest. I put the green and white to represent Nigerian color. Yes, and these are the real picture of the women. I only try to use bead to bring it out. And that is why you see the way they sit down, they are sad, they are looking. My work promotes more women because I want people to see what women are doing in the society. And these are Muslim women in the mosque, how they go and pray. And both Christian and Muslim, they normally pray, but we are worshiping the same God. So that is why I put, these are during the Salah. So women sit on one side and they pray. while the other one is the cheaper mothers.
Well, I noticed you also captured the sun somewhere
Yes.
around here.
Yes.
This is
And
nice.
you know, if they don't see the sun, they cannot play.
Yes.
So that is why they do it.
But
All
in designing this, Mama, sorry,
Yeah.
do you usually sketch out what you want to do first before you start placing the pieces?
Yes, I normally sketch the work. I will use the charcoal or pencil to draw. Then I will now trace it out with the black line, which is beads. Then this is 1 year work, 3 hours every day from 12 to 3.
Wow.
Is when I do this work.
Okay.
And
Well done, Ma.
thank you.
So you make sure that when you touch it, it doesn't come
It's not
out.
going to come out. That is why I do 2 or 3 layers for people to see the real work and what the bead mosaic means to people.
Each person takes a particular design or craft or a person.
No. I use pin
Yes.
to put it. And you know, I only work 3 hours until on it. And it's from 12 to 3.
Okay.
And when the bead, the epoxy is dry, which is iodide, then I stop.
Okay.
So it will dry in 3 hours. And that 3 hours I have done. That is where the driver wants me to stop. The driver is the spirit.
After your first exhibition at Goethe Institute in 1968, you have still remained relevant in the creative industry. You are still relevant, till date. How do you do it? Were you called to art or art called you? How do you survive?
Yes, I always say art is life and life is art. I started with Oshogo artists in the early 60s, which they come to Lagos to do exhibition. But my own show, which is one person show, is 1968 at the Goethe Institute. And every time we have to create something new before we can call people, come and see what I'm doing now. That is how you exhibit and you sell your work. Yes. And you now create something new again in another 3 or 4 years. Then you come and do another show in another place. And that is how I come to Lagos to do my first exhibition.
But after the first exhibition, because I know back then you are now presently pro-women, trying to encourage women artists, craftsmanship, women works, and a philanthropist as well. How was it back then? Was it easy for women in the creative industry?
I will say back in those days, it's not easy for women because they see women who are doing this artwork as a deviance and also as a woman who have no means of surviving. So they don't think art can really bring money. But I do it because my own direct background, they are craft people.
Yes.
And I also do the work because it's the only thing I can survive on, as my parents have no money to send me to school. And the way they pass knowledge of education to kids in those days is to teach your child what you do. And that is how they teach me how to do the textile. And that is what I started exploring until I get to my feet, which is the beadwork.
The beadwork. So did you make these beads yourself?
This one is stony. So what I do, I created the village scene because I always remember my village. I come from a small village in Kogi State. Ogidi Ijomo in Kogi State. Then I moved to Oshogo. And when I'm selling adire in Oshogo, I always say, Alawuran. They will say, what is Alawuran? Alawuran means the one with figure. So I always do village scene. Aruba, which is the virgin girl carrying the sacrifice during the Osun festival. Then we do a lot of women coming back from the farm. When you look at all my works, you will see more women.
Yes,
so I love to do something about women.
And Mama, I also noticed you have taken it upon yourself to promote art space, to promote African arts in general. Why have you decided to carry this responsibility?
Well, I want to tell our country, we leave everything to government to have to do this for me. Government has to do that for me. We also have to help the government. We have a lot of young people who have talent, but no place to exploit, no place to show the talent. So I decided to do my own as a favor for the younger people who have no opportunity like me. In Osogbo, Ìlú Aro, Aro ń bẹ l'Osogbo, l'Osogbo ṣe ń wo ní lọ. So I want people to see Osogbo that the indigo is the color of love that brings people together in Osogbo. So that is why I put indigo base in Osogbo. So Lagos, people come to Lagos. You know, our beloved country have a lot of creativity.
Oh, yes.
So the only way, and this is the heart of Lagos, this is the heart of Nigeria. So that is why I moved to Lagos to show people, if you cannot come to Osogbo, and you cannot go to Ogidio, and you cannot go to Abuja, come to Lagos. You will see the gallery where people can see at least 25,000 pieces of painting at the time.
Wow. Regarding this right now, from inception, that is when you became known to people and when you decided to take this personal and run with it, that is the business of adire, your beading, and of course, craftsmanship. What have you seen in the industry so far? Has there been any relevant change you have seen from when you started to date? Something you can applaud, something you can talk about to encourage other people?
Yes, I have my first breakthrough in 1974, going to America to teach the African America their own direct craft. So we are 10 from Africa. Then I'm the only female among them. So when I get to America, I say, so women can do all this work too? They say, yes. Then I say, okay, when I get home, I'm going to tell my people at home that they shouldn't be afraid anymore. They should explore their craft. And that is how I started teaching my co-wife. We are 15 wives in my first marriage. And I started teaching them, and it worked. And each one of us are independent through our own hard work. I said, okay,
Oh,
if
you
this
taught
is
them the work
yes,
of art
the
itself.
adire.
The adire.
So if adire can take me to America, it can take anybody to America. So the weaving too. I said, if it can take me abroad, it can take any one of us to America. So that is how I see life through art over there, and I see art through life. So I said, let me teach you, and that is how I now started training the trainers. When I train you, you must train other people. So I call it training the trainers, and that is how adire started to continue to live, because adire was dying off. And why is it dying off? Because the English people, Manchester, they name our adire, oh, don't wear this, oh, it will run on your body, which is not true. Everybody is wearing adire now. We thank the wife of the governor of Osun State, of Abeokuta, Ekiti, Lagos, all of them, all our governors.
They are now promoting
the
African
wives, they are now
attires.
promoting our adire. And I was telling them now, the next thing is to have University of Adire in Abeokuta. So before they go, I want them to start this and let it go, so people can know they can get a degree on textile.
That would be a good one.
Yeah.
That would be a good one. A degree in textile production.
Yeah.
During the COVID pandemic, how was it for you? Because tourist visits and traveling and everything plummeted completely that period. It went down, the numbers shut down. How did it affect your business, and how were you able to bounce back?
Well, I want to tell you, during COVID, actually COVID gives us another way of thinking, that anything can happen anytime. Oh. So don't relax. Always have a focus and know what you can do at the last minute. So we don't know, we don't even have material. So what we do, anything we can lay our hand on is what I was using. It affects so many people, especially the women. And when I look at the impression of the women, that is why I do that work. And I call that work actually is 1/3 of the 8 feet by 4 I normally do for 1 year. But it takes me almost 2 years, because I was afraid of COVID. I was afraid of dying. I was afraid of the glue I'm using. So I just said, let me take my time, but I want to create something Because when the COVID come out, it's 1919.
2019.
2019.
Yes.
But people don't, it doesn't come to the public until 2020.
Yeah,
So
that's
that
true.
is 2
That's
years
true.
work. So it affected us, but we thank God that we survived it. Nigeria survived.
In the gallery right
Yeah.
now, knowing that you're a promoter of artistic works, mainly African works, and then you have a lot of curators' works in the gallery, can you give me a range? Like, do you have rough idea of how many artistic works you have here aside yours, other people's own here?
Okay, all the artists I'm packaging here, we have 5,000 artists. We have 50,000 Nigerian artists in Nigeria, but Lagos have more.
Okay.
We have 45 galleries in Lagos. And this is one of the biggest one, I will say, in the whole Africa, not only Nigeria, private owned. But the artist work that I have here is 25,000 pieces. And I'm only working with 5,000 Nigerian artists. So we need to build more galleries.
25,000
pieces, yeah. It's what we are carrying here.
Just the Lagos branch, or with Ogidi,
No,
Abuja, and
Lagos
Osogbo?
branch.
Just the Lagos branch
Yeah.
alone. Wow.
The other 3 galleries have at least 5,000 pieces. Yes.
5,000.
Osogbo is my headquarters. That one was opened in 1967. And then I moved to Abuja in 1992. I opened the one in Abuja. Then when people are not coming to Osogbo like before, I now moved to Lagos in 1996. And I opened the gallery inside Lekki. So they said, Lekki people, they don't want business. They now said we have to go outside Lekki. I said, okay. That is how I was privileged to have this land. So we built this one 2 years, and then we now move to this gallery. This gallery is built like real gallery.
It's
not a house
exceptional.
gallery.
It is unique and different from every other gallery you see out there. And then the fact that you even welcome people here free,
Yes.
is, how do you make funds? How do you maintain this place?
Well, I want to let people know that we are our brother's keeper. We are our sister's keeper. Why I encourage people to come and see the creativity of their own country is because I want them to be proud of what they have. And nobody can package us like ourselves. That is why you are here.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, CNN can show me. They will only show the part they want people to know.
Yes.
But this is our culture, our heritage. That is why you are here to showcase
Africa
the
first.
real African art. And that is why we are happy when people come all the way to come and see the creativity. Why should we charge them money? We are the people creating the artwork. They always say, all the art has been taken away from our country. Then I want to tell them that artists are still creating.
Yes, we are.
As they're taking the old antique away, artists are creating something new. That is why you see all the recycle, who impregnated the earth. Look at the newspaper.
Yeah.
Because my professor
This
is
is
my
Professor Wole
oga.
Soyinka.
Yes, he's my oga. And he's a book writer, he's a poet, he's everything. That is why we use paper to do his own that. This is the first man who will get Nobel Prize winner.
Oh, yes.
So let's do that one. Then you look at King of Morocco. When he come here, he bless us. He want to spend one day, and he end up spending one whole week.
Wow.
And every day he come here to the gallery, he will say, I want to sleep here. Then I say, Intercontinental. He said, no, I like this place.
He wants to
Mama,
sleep
permit
here.
me to sleep in the gallery. So then I said, okay. That is where the art hotel come from. So we now tell Tunji, the King of Morocco want to sleep in the art hotel.
Oh, there's a
So there is an art hotel in Lagos.
Wow.
In Oniru here.
Okay.
Yes.
I'm just hearing about that. I had no idea.
Yes, that one have about 60 artwork. So art is life, and life is art.
Indeed, it is. That is why recently there's been a movement of African countries asking their colonial masters to return artworks that were stolen, as you mentioned earlier. So in returning this, you have people Zimbabwe, Rwanda, Uganda, all asking for them to return their artworks that they stole. What do you think about this?
I think it's a great achievement for our country to be able to get some of this stolen art back. But the other thing is to make sure that either there will be a custodian which is the king, that the thing will be kept in the palace where nobody will be able to steal it again, or they put the right people in the right place to look after it, so it will not spoil.
To also promote.
Because art also needs to be taken care of like a baby.
So coming back to its own African origin is good.
Yes.
Okay, Mama. Over the years, the adire making, batik making has revolutionized. Do you understand? Now we have adire, tie and dye. You said this is tie and dye in silk.
Are, yes.
Adire. So this is in silk.
Yes.
And then hers is
Alabella.
Alaworan. You have seen it. And then she also mentioned that this bead was made with recycled pure water.
Pure water bottle.
Pure water bottles. That's
and
polythene
plastic.
bags.
Yes.
Polythene bags and plastics. That's what they used to make
including
the bead.
This one.
Okay, so now, Mama, I'm coming to this your iconic gele.
Yes.
You see why we are standing here is because we cannot let Mama go without telling us about this her notable, world famous gele that Mama has on. Now you can see also here we have on the mannequin heads different styles, different designs. Please tell us how you discovered this and how you started making this.
Well, I want to tell you, I have an oga. So my oga like to write on gele, which is Professor Wale Soyinka. I know one of his book here, he wrote that book after he brought us back from Italy to go and put hair tie on the mayor's head. And he said, wear your hat out. When you wear your hat, you become queen. Your hat is your symbol of queen. And every woman is a queen of their house. So when you put the hat, you will see the queen always put the hat.
It's her crown on.
Our crown is our head tie. And that is why we went to Ajegunle, Oshodi, Lupeju to go and teach them singele, autogele. Now you don't need to do the gele, you just do it and put it on your head. Finish.
Make it easy.
So instead of you to be having headache, that they will take almost 1 hour to do the gele. It's not standing well, let me do it. So now we have all the different gele, auto gele, singele.
So I noticed there's some form of elaborate beading that was done on this one, which is not here.
Yeah,
what is the difference between those two?
Okay, this is ashoke. This is ashoke.
Okay.
And this is supposed to be a part of singele. You see the gele, we have something like this in front. So it becomes singele, while this is supposed to be auto gele, which is butterfly. And this one is wear your hat out, you see? The crown. The crown. So every gele, in those days, we have men follow me, one Nigeria, Shagari, Gowon, and mind your own business. In those days, when you are upset with your neighbor, you will put the gele. So immediately he saw your gele, he will say, I should mind my own business today. Then when you are in love with your nation, you put your gele big to show that we are independent.
I'm happy.
I'm happy. Then when you are looking for a man, you put your hair tie in a certain way, men follow me. So there is so many different names that go with gele.
You've heard it from the mouth of the icon herself. You need to identify with African arts and culture. Start with Nikkei Art Gallery. That's all we have for you on NC Exclusive. Until next time, I am Bolanle Oluchi Babalola.